In the given video, already we discussed about external and internal structure of kidney. In human beings, excretion mainly occurs through kidneys. Location of kidneys. A pair of bean-shaped reddish-brown structures in the abdominal cavity attached to dorsal body wall, one on either side of the backbone. Size of the kidney is 10 centimeters, breadth is 5 to 6 centimeters, thickness is 4 centimeters. In this picture, we can observe that size, breadth, and thickness. Each kidney is convex on outer side, concave on inner side. This is the inner side and this is the outer side. Now let us see the structure of human excretory system. This is the structure of human excretory system. Parts of excretory system: adrenal gland, renal artery, left kidney, renal vein, left ureter, opening of ureter into bladder, bladder, urethra, external opening. Now let us discuss about the function of renal artery. It brings oxygenated blood loaded with waste products. Function of renal vein. It carries deoxygenated blood. The waste products generated in various organs of the body are filtered by the kidneys. So kidneys plays important role in filtration of blood. The position of the right kidney, this is the right kidney and this is the left kidney. The position of the right kidney is lower than the left kidney because due to the presence of liver above this right kidney. We have already seen the internal structure of kidney in the dissection video. Let us see more clearly in this picture. Dark colored outer zone called the cortex and pale inner zone called medulla. These are the calyces. Around 6 to 10 calyces are present in each kidney. Each kidney is made up of approximately more than 1 million microscopic and thin tubular functional units called nephrons. The inner side of each kidney has a hilum for the entry of a renal artery, exit of a renal vein, and an ureter. Renal artery brings oxygenated blood loaded with waste products, and renal vein carries deoxygenated blood. All the urine filtered by the nephrons is collected into the pelvis and moves out through the ureter. Now let us see the structure of nephron. Each nephron has basically two parts: Malpighian body and renal tubule. Malpighian body. It consists of a blind cup-shaped bordered end of nephron called Bowman's capsule and bunch of fine blood capillaries called glomerulus. The Bowman's capsule and glomerulus together called Malpighian capsule or renal capsule. Glomerulus develops from the afferent arteriole. It gives rise to efferent arteriole. In the picture you can see that is the efferent arteriole. Do you know, children, why the diameter of efferent arteriole is less than that of afferent arteriole? Do you know, children, why the diameter of efferent arteriole is less than that of afferent arteriole? Because it has a smaller diameter than the afferent arteriole. It creates some resistance to blood flow, producing the backup of blood in a glomerulus, which creates higher pressure in a glomerular cavity. glomerulus functions as a filtration unit. Bowman's capsule, which accommodates one glomerulus, is lined by a single layer of squamous epithelial cells called podocyte cells. There are fine pores between podocyte cells to allow passage of materials filtered out of glomerulus. Renal tubules has three parts. First are proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, which is U-shaped. Loop of Henle is in U-shape. Second are distal convoluted tubule, that is DCT. This is the first convoluted tubule, and loop of Henle, it is in U-shape, and second convoluted tubule or second or distal convoluted tubule DCT. So this is the DCT and that is the PCT and loop of Henle. So three parts are there in the renal tubule. Distal convoluted tubules open into a collecting tube. Collecting tube forms pyramids and calyces which open into the pelvis. Pelvis leads into the ureter. All the parts of the renal tubules are covered by a network of peritubular capillaries formed from efferent arteriole. The peritubular capillaries join to form renal venule, which joins the other venules to form finally the renal vein. Let's see few questions. Why the nephron is considered to be the structural and functional unit of the kidney? What are the substances that are filtered into the glomerular capsule? What are the substances reabsorbed into peritubular network from proximal convoluted tubule, that is PCT? If you drink more water, will you pass more urine? What are the substances that secretes into DCT? We will be able to answer these questions after completion of this topic, the mechanism of urine formation.